For years, Eskom, the biggest electricity supplier in Africa, has been running out of power. In January 2008, there were unprecedented power cuts that shut down the mining industry for the first time in more than 80 years. It was time to look for alternatives, time to get private businesses involved.
And the more the price of electricity goes up, the more attractive these options become.
Wind can be used to power turbines to make electricity. It's not a new form of energy, but it's growing.
Wind energy is probably one of the most effective renewable energy sources, provided that you're in a region where there is sufficient wind, which is why we selected Port Elizabeth. It's called the Windy City for obvious reasons, and we thought that it was the perfect place to start off. Furthermore, it's close to the port of Kucha, which makes the transportation of the equipment fairly easy and cost effective for us.
Wind is not a new technology, it's actually a mature technology. And wind generation around the world is big business. In countries like Denmark and Germany, and now also the United States, India, in Morocco, all around the world, wind energy is starting to be used more and more.
But there are also disadvantages.
The technology doesn't exist in this country yet. However, we are looking at ways of having parts of the equipment manufactured locally. For example, the masts, the steel masts, there's a great opportunity to have that manufactured locally, thereby creating jobs. So we are working on that. But currently the technology we're using is from Denmark. There is other technologies available from Germany that we are also looking at, but the Danish technologies are first class.
One of its disadvantages is it's a so-called intermittent energy source. In other words, when the wind blows, you generate electricity, and when it doesn't blow, you don't generate electricity.
Sasol recently launched its liquid petroleum gas. They say it's an energy alternative which saves time and money.
It's really bringing an available, clean, alternative energy source to homeowners. That's today cheaper already than electricity, and that's effective. So we're very proud to launch this in a big scale in South Africa today here, because it's really the first of its kind in South Africa in the residential sector.
One tank of LP gas is set to supply 60 homes, but there is a long way to go.
Yes, there is a future for gas, certainly.
Solar power converts sunlight into electricity using photovoltaics. A small company in Johannesburg has started its solar business.
The big idea behind the two products is to be able to provide a low-cost, high-impact solution for a problem that faces approximately 240 million people in Southern Africa, namely, how do you cook your food every day? For most people, it's still firewood, and around the world, firewood consumption is 18%. It's more than nuclear and hydropower put together. So this is the burning issue in Africa, and this is a solution for that. That we can arrive at a house on a day, build these, train people how to use them, and move on and know that they have free cooking energy for the next 5 to 10 years.
Solar energy has been used for everything from geysers to cooking and can supply the entire household.
It may not be viable economically right now, with the current levels of and the current costs of fuel such as coal and gas, but in the future, as these non-renewable sources start becoming scarcer and running out, pricing changes, and what was not economical previously starts becoming economical, and you get economies of scale kicking in. The more solar voltaic panels you manufacture, so the price comes down.
At 2,000 rands per unit, solar cooking products are environmentally friendly, save electricity, but what about cooking time?
When it comes to the cooking time, we've really tried to pay a lot of attention to that. And this particular kind of a solar cooker works as efficiently as your Eskom kettle without the cost, both to you as a household owner or to the environment. So it boils a litre of water in 5 minutes, which is also comparable with LPG gas. But there with gas, you're going to be paying for the supply to come in and out. With the solar cooker, your fuel supply rises every morning.
The government is behind this industry.
The South African government is very proactive. The Minister of Energy has been very supportive of our initiatives, and she's very proactive in the field of renewable energy. So we are very grateful to her and thank her for her support, because we know that without that support, renewable energy would not advance as quickly as it is in this country.
Some say there's an energy crisis in South Africa. Others say the energy is there. It is simply a question of finding it.